Hello, everybody. It's Suzanne Snyder-Johnson, Executive Director of Sail Beyond Cancer Vermont. And I am here once again each week. As you probably well know, we are now hosting Experiences Matter because they really do matter, especially when we are being challenged by cancer, as well as the people all around them. And today's special guest is Terrell Titus, who I am going to bring in right now. And she is right here. Hi, Terrell.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you, my dear friend?
Very good. Thank you very much. And for those of you who don't know this lovely Terrell Titus, Terrell is a very special friend, a very special person. She has been a nominee, a nominator, which means that she has nominated somebody and who she knows very well, her late husband, and she herself has gone through cancer, and she's been an amazing volunteer and a supporter. So Terrell is here to share with you today. Really what we're going to be talking about is what it's like to be a caregiver. And can you just tell briefly kind of where you are and how this means a lot to you?
All right, Suzanne, you and I go back a long way. And my husband actually had been diagnosed during our marriage with 3 different cancers. And in 2014, he was diagnosed with metastatic cancer. And I reached out to you, and that was the inaugural year of your cancer operations, your sale. And you said right away, Terrell, we're getting Steve out on a sale. And we did. And that was great. It was great for him. It was great for me as his spouse, as his caregiver, and for my daughter, his bonus daughter. So we went on that year. And then it's difficult being a caregiver. Like I said, I've been through this with him 3 different times, 3 different cancers. Each one is different. You have to be an advocate. You have to, be a best friend. You have to be strong and sometimes hide your own emotions. And there's not a lot of resources out there to help you see how you need to do that. In 2015, I got my diagnosis and I reached out to you and said, Suzanne, we're not cutting any breaks here. I've just been diagnosed with cancer as well. And you said, Terrell, we're taking you out on your sale. And we did that summer. And while I was being a caregiver, I was undergoing cancer. Sometimes we sat side by side getting our chemo doses, and Steve was my supporter as much as he could be. When it came time for my sale, and you gave me that wonderful, wonderful gift that I'll never forget, I'll always love you for it, I decided to do what they tell you not to do. I regifted my gift, and I regifted it to Steve. And I brought my bonus family, which is my stepdaughter and her husband and our 2 granddaughters, out because I knew that this was going to be the best time to make memories for our family with Steve. So again, being a caregiver is very difficult.
Thank you, Terrell, for sharing that. Can you share with everybody here kind of what kind of lessons and observations? I mean, you have been through the gamut, and our focus really is want to find out what kept you going and what can you share about being a full-time caregiver.
Well, I was a caregiver to my spouse, but you can be a caregiver to a child, which I can't imagine, a friend, a parent. I've been that as well. I think that what's very important now in retrospect is that you have to make sure that you are doing the very best you can for yourself, or else you are going to fail as a caregiver. You need to be strong. You need to be honest with the one you're taking care of.
Love that. I think it's like being on the airplane, and they always tell you that you always make sure you put the oxygen on you first before you turn to your child if you're sitting with a child.
A perfect example, Suzanne. Perfect example. So I find that that's very important, and you have to remember that. I didn't do it so much myself, but like I said, it's in hindsight, and you need to be the best you can be I know a lot of caregivers. I know some that are going through some awful struggles right now. And you just need to be there for them.
So now, Terrell, tell me, what is the most important things to you in your life right now that Steve has passed away
Mhm.
7 years, how many years now?
5 years ago this month.
5 years ago.
Yeah.
And you are in remission.
Yep.
What kind of important things to you? What's important to you on your every single day now? What in your life is important?
Well, I think it's changed in those 5 years. I think the first couple of years were really tough to get through. You need to try to reach out for help, and there is help out there, grief counselors, and I had found a wonderful woman who helped me work through that. What's important to me is being healthy, being involved with your family and friends, which has been very difficult during this COVID year. But it's very important to do that. For me, volunteering is in my fabric. It always has been. So I think knowing I can get up and do things for other people, I'm doing that now while I'm in Florida. And I'm looking forward to coming back and volunteering more with CAREGIVER on Cancer.
Well, we love having you on board. Do you find it difficult to be involved in an organization that, like CAREGIVER on Cancer, that we're serving the very people in the demographic? You yourself went through cancer, and Steve went through cancer. Is it more rewarding, do you think, in some ways, being involved in an organization that is that's what we focus on, are people like you?
Well, I think it's very rewarding. I think that when you identify with something, like I identify with, being part of the Big C Club, you can be more valuable to that organization. One of the things that CAREGIVER on Cancer did for me, and you did by allowing me to volunteer, is I have a bonus family. I have another bonus family, and it is my sailing family. It's all the wonderful captains and crew and volunteers that I feel that we've really become family. And also, I have found that when we get back to that dock and we let our nominee and their loved ones off, I have forged some relationships with those people. Yeah. Whether it's as a support person or just as a friend. So, yeah.
Many, I share this with the public, is that most of our captains and crew and volunteers have either been touched by cancer or gone through it themselves or been a caregiver, and you're all of those, so you're able to communicate with the very people on board that in a way that is very special. So we're very honored to have you. And would you recommend that people nominate, and can you just explain how that felt to be able to be on your own sail as a recipient to the sail, so that everybody here knows that it's a real gift? But I'd love to hear what your thoughts are.
No, it is a real gift. It's a real gift. Please look at the website up there, because it's important, if you know someone that's being touched by cancer that could benefit from this sail. It's a free 3-hour sail. You can nominate them. We make it very easy for you. You can do it anonymously if you have to. So please go on the website, nominate. Please donate. It is free. All the crew, the captains donate their vessels at this point. That's all free. But the sails are free. Oops. But it does cost to run an organization. So please consider donating as well.
Thank you so much, Terrell. CAREGIVER.org. And, I share with everybody that cancer doesn't stop for COVID, and everything that everybody's feeling right now, feeling isolated and, just kind of, wow, what's going to happen next? And when are we going to all feel normal, is exactly what cancer patients who are undergoing chemo are going through every day. So,
exactly.
So honored to have you on board here. And thank you so much, Terrell. We will be airing this little video if you missed it. We'll be posting it back on our Facebook pages and LinkedIn and all the other places we can go. Just to thank you so much. And we look forward to getting you back up here. And
before we sign off, Suzanne, I would like to just say thank you. Thank you for your vision, for your drive, your tenacity, for your friendship, and for keeping this organization as good and as safe as you have done this past year. It's just phenomenal what you've been able to accomplish with some great volunteers.
Well, you just did the key right there. Thank you. It's really about the community and serving our community by our community. So there's no way I could have done anything like this alone. So we have about 18 captains and many, 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 many crew and wonderful supporters. And thank you. Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, Suzanne.
Next week, same time. We'll see you soon and have an awesome day and be grateful. I'm grateful. Bye.
Bye.